everyone. Welcome to Chandigarh Civil Service Academy official YouTube channel. So today we are starting with a fresh series on current issues which will cater both prelims and mains. So I'll be taking science and tech, environment issues as well as ethical dimensions which are making headlines for all the right reasons. So for a start, today we'll be decoding a topic which is quite relevant for both pre and mains. This year, if you could recollect, the first topic which was asked in essay paper was social media is triggering fear of missing out amongst youth, precipitating depression and loneliness. Now, this topic has quite ethical as well as societal ramifications, and today the current affair is more or less related to similar theme. So if you are following regular world affairs page on any leading newspaper, we have seen there is one country which is finally contemplating to regulate social media, especially for children. So can you guess the country which is trying to enforce a law which will make social media more accountable, and more importantly, they are restricting social media for children under age of 16. So yes, you guessed it right. It's the Australia. So Australia is taking lead in regulating social media for children, and that's a topic which is open to debate. So we'll be decoding what on what basis or foundation this regulation is being debated, because the similar template can be applied in future in India or in rest of the parts of the world which are facing a dilemma whether to allow free access to social media for growth and interactions, or a time has come to break the addiction of social media and regulate it stringently. So when we are debating any topic, we should know that every theme has dual side, like two sides of coin. There are some positive as well as negatives. But in current trend, we have seen that social media is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. No doubt, the medium through which currently you are witnessing this video also represents a social media. So it's up to a user to decide whether to use it constructively or just get addicted, and that's a slippery slope where all the downfall starts. But still, I guess it's the right time that we should have do's and don'ts regarding social media, and there has to be start somewhere. So Australia, we will be decoding what exactly are the pillars on which Australia is trying to enforce this decision. So as you could see on our the basic flow chart, because some diagrams help in retenting the such issues of pillars as well. First and foremost, through which we can say the children under 16, when they are excessively using social media, the first major issue they are facing is regarding their mental health. Now we have seen there is increase of cases related to stress, anxiety, as well as you could say loneliness in especially teenagers, because we see the teenager group right from an adolescent age, which we call from 11 to 19, is quite susceptible to mental health issues. And currently the society needs individuals which are not only physically fit but also mentally fit as well. So in that aspect, we can say there is increase in mental health issues. We have seen cases of addiction. WHO has already classified gaming as well as a disorder, which we have seen rise with the advent of social media. So one part of criticism revolves around mental health being, a lot of counselors, psychologists are complaining that a lot of irrational or addictive behavior is triggered by the social media. The key term which we call fear of missing out. We feel that others are living better or more fruitful life than us, triggers, you could say, anxiety or depression among the teens. So first issue cannot be underestimated, and to safeguard mental health, there is no harm in restricting the means through which the problem is arising. Second part through which the social media becomes an irritant is the idealized realities theme. Now, what you are seeing on social media is the best version of anyone's or individual's personal lives, and at times it is inflated to match the user expectation. We see that the body shaming is becoming a norm. A lot of teens are copying their role models or idolizing some wrong, you could say, people on social media, and at times they take the measures to next level extreme. So the photoshopped or AI generated themes are precipitating this problem further, and we have seen that what the rosy picture which you see on social media cannot be idealized or realized in practice by everyone is unique, has some strength, weaknesses. So we should not be carried away by a superficial appreciation, or you could say blindly following some physical diets routines which may be catastrophic in some cases. So we have seen that when transforming from teenage to adult, body is already going through a lot of physiological changes, and when you start just comparing a child or a teenager with the adult stage, it's definitely not an appropriate ideology. So basically, we can say the social media has set a next level benchmark in terms of physical beauty, or you could say the traits exhibited, or you could say talent as well. And not it's not everyone's cup of tea to idolize the same. And it once you make your best effort and still fall distant to it, the more likely you are once again fall into vicious trap of, you could say, mental health issue, which was our primary reason why children and social media don't go hand in hand. Coming to the third aspect, which is once again equally disturbing, is there is increase in the reported cases of cyberbullying. Cyber theme, which was means to be a protective environment where exchange of information as well as the rightful educative purpose had to say prosper, but unfortunately we have seen a negative behavior being replicated on much larger scale in name of roasting. The trend of cyberbullying is real, and teenagers are unable to tackle it. We have seen a few students, or you could say teens, even taking the extreme drastic step of taking life when their life got miserable because there were, you could say, plethora of individuals who were just targeting them for any minor reason. So cyberbullying is something which needs to be more awareness needs to be created. So that is negative trend of making someone look down at expense of someone's growth is negative trend. We have seen in YouTube the most of the influencers who are making are popular names. They have made their name by downgrading someone else or making fun of some other else. There is an unending channels which are just making roasting as their daily norm, and they feel that they are using their freedom of expression to downgrade someone. So basically, this is an unacceptable behavior, and law needs to be brought up to tackle this matter. So in case of teenager, there is definitely this becomes a major problem which needs to be addressed on priority, because cyberbullying in any form is unacceptable. Coming to the fourth major issue which Australia has highlighted, that basically this is the phase when mind is at its sharpest, especially during adolescence. It is almost at peak when you reach at 18, 19. That's the reason why most competitive, the toughest exams are designed to push that limit. Now, what has happened is that screen time has increased manifold times when students are addicted to social media. Instead of playing in the field or spending times to increase their academic skills, they are spending in on irrelevant social media sites, often indulging in some meaningless talks or just being scrolling through different reels. So basically, the academic output has increased, even though we have seen globally post COVID the academic standards they have tried to tone down by reducing number of lessons, reducing number of books to be read, but the larger picture still stays that there is a drop in academic efficiency, and it's become more and more difficult to train students, and there is concentration labs as well. And more or less we can say with advent of AI this problem is going to further aggravate. So here we are discussing only about social media, not linking with AI. If we involve AI as well, so you can say the academic footprint is going to be a casualty. So a lot more needs to be done, that there needs to be a fine balance between balancing the extracurricular activities and your academic, because what you are imitating through social media or thinking that we are going to just live a greener pasture through just going through these social media sites. It's a wrong picture. The hard reality will you will likely to face the hard reality sooner or later. There's no escape from competition, as Darwin said. It's not the most strongest nor the most intelligent survive, but one who is adapted to needs. So we can say social media, instead of helping, it has only made academic environment little more corrupt for young age, and this is not the right time that students are investing more time on social media than on books. So this once again is a strong negative effect of social media on academic journey of a young. And final issue which needs once again consideration in harmful aspect is a lot of times a lot of youngsters are exposed to inappropriate content, because unlike in movies where there are parental guidance, there's only a nominal, you could say, undertaking that either you are 18 or above. We have seen a lot of youngsters using their parents id or using their phones, and inadvertently they get exposed to some wrongful adult content which should ideally not be the case. So the child pornography is another sensitive topic which needs to be addressed, and also we have seen the rise in that pornographic access content. Even though a lot of countries are regulating those sites, but still there is no denying fact that young age are more susceptible to inappropriate content, and also the next level, you could say, physical violence being shown in some movies. Those clips are easily available on the social media sites, which once again is a negative trend. And lot of things which are related to the social behavior in adult stage are being shown at quite early in youngster, which corrupts the young mind. So overall, we can say these themes which have been highlighted as part of why Australia is taking that bold decision of regulating social media of 16 more or less are in right direction. Yes, each and every pillar has other side as well, is quite debatable, but sooner or later we need to realize that social media virtual life is not the real life. We have to prepare students for the real life experiments, and social media is just a part of it. The word existed quite wonderfully well before social media. It can exist even without it, and there is no harm in accessing for children who are not able to make what is ethically right or wrong for their age group. So morality, even though a lot of people might say that it's interfering with the freedom of choice, but still I guess we need to balance. So what are your views regarding the social media regulation? Should social media be regulated for children, or do you think that it's unnecessary interference in freedom of children? So kindly share your views. If you feel that India also to take strive and try to at least regulate social media for children under 14 or 16 as you feel deemed fit, we'll be ready to hear views from your side as well. So make sure you practice this theme as part of your society ethics and IT themes. What are the regulated laws available to regulate the same? And feel free to connect regarding any query regarding civil service exam preparation at CCS. We will be ready to help you in all your endeavors. So we'll be uploading regular videos on our channel. So stay connected and stay motivated for next year examination pre and mains. I hope this session was useful in some way to you. Have a nice day.